Good morning, children. Today we are just going to continue the same chapter. Evans tries an O level, part 6. Videos till part 5th have already been uploaded. You should go through the video and just try to understand the lesson. Here we are just about to continue the remaining part of this chapter. Evans tries an O level by Colin Dexter from page 85. Page 85, the remaining explanation I have already given in remaining videos like videos 4, videos 5. Okay, today it's a 6th video. You will see second para of this page. He lifted the stairs to his office 3 at a time. Got Bell on the phone immediately. Who is Mr. Bell? Bell is inspector of St. Eldest Police Station. Mr. Bell, he is police inspector of St. Eldest Police Station. Got Bell on the phone immediately and put the facts before him. What was the reality? He wanted to tell Mr. Bell everything because he was the police inspector of St. Eldest Police Station. He wanted to tell him so that he can help him in arresting or finding out that boy like Evans. And then we shall get him, sir, said Bell. Mr. Bell, who is Mr. Bell? He is police inspector of St. Eldest Police Station. That Mr. Bell said, we shall get him, we shall find him, we shall find Roderick Evans, we shall find Evans the break. We shall get him, obviously with a bit of luck. If we are lucky, if luck favors us even a little, we can find the boy. Where the boy can be, we can find him. In previous video already I have given you the idea that boy like Evans, he had already escaped from the prison. Even the jail authority as well as the governor, they were in a full belief that this boy cannot escape from the jail because his examination is going on under a strict observation of the jail authority. Therefore, he cannot go away. But this time, in a very dramatic way, playing a role of different people like Stuart McLary, the invigilator, even secretary of the examination board, with the help of some of his friends, he just already set up a drama there and finally he escaped. And these kind of people, including Mr. Bell, the police inspector of St. Eldest Police Station, they are just trying to find him out. Where that boy can be, where they can find him, that is the question. The governor sat back and lit a cigarette. He was just smoking and he guards, what a beautifully laid plan it had all been. Means the plan made by that boy who was a captive, who was a criminal, it was very nice plan. It was very beautiful plan, and under his planning which he had already made with the help of his friends, he finally escaped out of the prison. Okay, he could never stay there for longer in that prison just like other captives, other prisoners. What a beautifully laid plan it had all been. What a clever fellow Evans was. Really, Evans was a very clever fellow. Earlier, those people, they were saying that Evans was not a clever, but he was capable for breaking the jail to escape out of the prisons. But right now, all the jail authorities, including the governor and other jail officers like senior jail officer Mr. Jackson, second jail officer Mr. Stephen, they were in a high belief that really the boy was very clever. And because of that he escaped, careless leaving that question paper behind. As soon as he left his cell, which cell? In which he was sitting for his examination. Okay, So very carelessly he left that question paper. Which question paper? O level German question paper. He left in that cell and just went away. But then they all made their mistakes somewhere along the line. Even the governor had some fishing idea. He was in a doubts. Means really, so many people they were in a line for the strict observation of that boy during the examination. Even mistake is there of someone. Someone had made a mistake, and because of that mistake, that fault, the boy finally escaped out of the prison. That is the reason. While he smoking, he is just getting this kind of idea by his own. Well, almost all of them. Well, almost all of them means all of them are responsible to make such kind of mistakes and giving such kind of opportunity and chance for that boy like Roderick Evans to escape out of the prison. And that was the reason that he ran away. And that's why very shortly Mr. Clever Evans would be back inside doing his once more. Right now, that governor, he was in a high belief, he was in a strict belief, thinking about that boy like Evans, as we are very soon going to arrest that boy, and the boy is just coming to the prison once again, and if this kind of habit is there in that boy, running away from the prison, breaking the prison and move away, once again he will repeat the same thing. So if he is coming this time in the prison campus, we will observe him minutely and will try to see what type of plans he makes, what type of drama he just plays to escape out of the prison. And then the phone on his desk erupted. Erupted here means crackled. Crackled here means produced sound. Earlier it was receiver phone was there. So at the same time means that receiver which was phone was kept there on that desk. It crackled. It produced sound in a strident burst. Strident burst here means ear-shattering sound was there. The sound of crackling of that phone was too much. It was unbearable to the ears. And Superintendent Carter informed him that here one more Carter is there. He was superintendent. So that Superintendent Carter informed him that McLeary had spotted Evans. Spotted here means noticed. That Superintendent Carter, he already intimated him that if McLeary, he had already spotted, he had already noticed the boy, the criminal like Evans. Even he is not in the prison campus, he is outside of the prison, but who knows this? That invigilator, Mr. Stuart McLeary, knows where that boy, the criminal, the captive Evans might be. And then Evans driving off along Elsfield Way. Even Elsfield Way is the name of the place. Means in foreign country, what the name of the places are there in our country, you cannot get. They are really different. Even it is very difficult to learn. But what the names have been given in the chapter, you will have to learn them by heart. And because of that, you can make your answer strong, score good marks in the exam. Here, he was driving off along Elsfield Way. Where that boy might be? Perhaps he might have gone to Elsfield Way. The place is there. They had got the number of the car all right. Means these people perhaps got the number of that car in which Evans, the boy, he is just running away, and had given chase immediately, and only on the basis of that number, on behalf of the number of that car in which Evans was sitting, these employees, jail authorities, they are just chasing him, they are searching him, they are just trying to arrest him. But I lost him at the Haddington roundabout. But that boy like Evans, when he reached there at Haddington roundabout, Haddington is also name of the place. A roundabout, you know, that is made on the center of the road. Okay. So that boy like Evans, perhaps he disappeared from Haddington roundabout. Till Haddington roundabout, they saw that boy, even especially that McLeary had seen him, but that is the place from where he disappeared. He must have doubled back into the city. He must turn opposite. The boy must have turned opposite side of that city, that is Haddington only. And if we are going there, we are just trying to pursue him. We are trying to chase him. So definitely we can find him. We can just bring back to the prison once again. No, said the governor quietly. Even the governor, he was sitting there very quietly thinking about the boy, where he can be, where Evans can be, which may be the place where they can arrest the boy like Evans. So that governor of HM prison Oxford, he just spoke very quietly, very calmly. He says, no, he is on his way to Newbury. Once again the idea that governor gives them, as you can find that boy, you can find Evans, you can find James Roderick Evans, where? Around Newbury. Newbury is also the place. If you go at the new place, that is Newbury only, you can find that boy like Evans. He explained his reasons for believing so, and why he can just in a extreme faith that the boy they can find at Newbury. He just produced the reasons. He told them the reason. These are the facts, these are the reasons that I may come to the conclusion that the boy like Evans might be in Newbury. Better all of you should hurry up and go there to find him. He explained his reasons for believing so and left it at that. It was a police job now. But that governor said, it's not my job. I am the governor of this prison, okay? But this is the work, this is the duty of the policeman. Only the policeman can arrest that criminal, not me. Even I am the governor, I can't go there to arrest that boy. And it's not my duty. He was just another good for a giggle. Otherwise, if he helps the policeman, if the governor goes in the company of the policeman to arrest that boy like Evans, so definitely he will be the stock of laughter. The people will laugh at him. Giggle is a kind of laughing sound that is not louder. Okay, you are laughing with a sound, but the sound is very slow, is known as giggle. So once again, if the governor is going to help those policemen, he can be the stock of laughter. And gullible governor, and one who can believe very easily in that governor, that was all. So this was the thing, this was the case. But by the way, incidentally, Detective Carter, I hope you managed to get McLeary to the hospital all right. Here, that governor of HM prison Oxford, even he told that Detective Carter, means I can believe, I can have a faith in you that you are really capable to hospitalize the invigilator Mr. McLeary to the hospital. At least you can do this work. Yes, he is in the Radcliffe now. That boy, like he wants maybe, this is the new place. Again from that Newbury, from Haddington roundabout, this is the third place where that boy can be. Generally you have seen in your practical life, even the police they just try or search, ransack the criminals. They do not stay at the same place. Always, repeatedly, persistently, they try to change their places so that the people can have no idea where that criminal might be. There he is in the Radcliffe now, really groggy. Groggy here means unsteady. At the time when he was injured, when that McLeary was injured, he was groggy, he was unsteady. Even he was not standing boldly. He was when we got to the examination office and they rang for the ambulance from there. When these people they call for the ambulance to carry on that invigilator Mr. Stuart McLeary to admit him in the hospital. At the same time, McLeary was not in a position to stand upright. He was not able to stand boldly. Okay. The governor rang the Redcliffe a few minutes later and asked for the accident department. So that Redcliffe is a place where there was the hospital. So what was the accidental department was there, what the trauma center was there in the hospital. Even the governor called on there. Why? Because he wanted to intimate the in charge, he wanted to intimate the head of the trauma center or accidental department that very soon, right now, I am sending an injured man whose name is Mr. Stuart McLeary. Better hospitalize him. McLeary, you say. What do you say, McLeary? What's your opinion? Is it right? Do you want to go there to the hospital? Yes, he is a parson. Parson here means clergyman. That McLeary, he was a parson, he was the priest of the church, he was the clergyman. I don't think there is anyone there. Yes, there is anyone, there is someone. You will find one of your ambulances picked him up from Elsfield way above. One of the ambulances will reach here. Many ambulances were there in the accidental department in the hospital. So anyone will reach here very soon, and getting into it, that invigilator Mr. Stuart McLeary will go very soon and will be hospitalized. Then you just try to think about the story, how it goes on. Even one thing you should know, just I want to point it out, that governor of HM prison Oxford, who had already appointed the invigilator from one street name is given in the book. Okay, so in that apartment where he was living, some of the friends of Evans might have been reached there, and they tied the real invigilator McLeary in his apartment. And another was there. Another or the wrong or the false invigilator in the apparel, in the attire of Mr. Real Stuart McLeary, who already went into the prison on behalf of the order of the governor. Okay, and with the help of these things, his friends only playing the drama, not the phone that is sent by or called by the secretary of the examination board. Even some of his friends might be there, they are calling. And then nothing at all. And then but the governor was no longer listening, and the truth seemed to hit him. Him stands for the governor with an almost physical impact. Physical impact means physical collision. Physical collision means physical disturbance. Disturbance in the body. What the physical collision was there in the body of the governor? Because he was in tension. That was somewhere in the back of his neck. Somewhere in the back of his neck there was some pain. Because of distress. Because he was in tension. Where he was the strict governor, he got the name and fame, he was the highly reputed governor for following the rules and regulations in the prison. But again, under his eyes and care, that boy, like he was the captive, the prisoner, he had escaped out. That was the tension, and because of the distress, he was just feeling a pain in the backside of his neck. Then what happens? A quarter of an hour later, means 15 minutes later. Quarter of an hour means 15 minutes later. What happened? They found the Reverend S. McLeary. These people, they found Reverend Stuart McLeary, the invigilator. Securely. Securely means tightly. Bound here means tied. That McLeary, he was tied very tightly and gagged. Gagged here means prevention from the safety. In his study in the Broad Street, and he had been there. Even right now you should come to the conclusion that who was the real Stuart McLeary? He was already tied by some of the friends of Evans in his apartment in which he was living. The place where invigilator Mr. McLeary was living, that is Broad Street. Okay, so his friends, they tied him very tightly so that he may never come out of it and may never reach to the prison for the invigilation duty. Even the invigilation duty was made by another McLeary who was the friend of Evans. Okay, only what was the thing that was changed the situation? Because artificial beard was there, false nose was there, even the dark glasses were there. His hair that was sorely cut, it was reaching up to the scalp. Such kind of invigilator was there in the duty who was really the friend of that boy like Evans. Then what happens? Inquiries in Newbury throughout the afternoon produced nothing, means got no result. What were the inquiries made by these kind of jail employees, made by the policemen, made by the Inspector Bell, made by Detective Carter? Okay, their efforts were totally vain. It was totally useless. They were not capable to find out that boy like Evans. They could not arrest him. Nothing at all. And by tea time, everyone in the prison knew what had happened. The information already hovering all around in the knowledge of the other prisoners in that prison, HM prison, Oxford. Even other prisoners, they came to know about the incident. One boy was there who was giving his examination in his own cell right now. Unfortunately, he had just escaped out of the prison. This message came to the knowledge of other prisoners at the tea time. And then it had not been Evans. Impersonating. Impersonating means playing the part of, playing the role of. Here it says that it had not been Evans who was playing the role of McLeary. And then who had walked out, who had already went outside of the cell. It was not the Evans. It had been Evans. Perhaps it had been the Evans. That boy who went up to the main gate. Perhaps he might not be the Evans. Perhaps he might be the Evans. These kind of doubts are coming to them. And then impersonating, who played the part of McLeary, who had stayed inside. The Evans who had stayed inside the cell might be played this kind of part of a invigilator. The fish and chips were delicious, they were very tasty. After a gentle stroll or walk around the center of Chipping Norton. When these kind of people, they were in a serious search of that boy like Evans, okay, and they reached there at Chipping Norton. Chipping Norton is also the place. There they had already eaten fish and they had already taken what? Chips. Fish and chips were taken by them. These items were very delicious in taste. They were really tasty. Where they had taken, they took it at Chipping Norton. And then Evans decided to return to the hotel and have an early night. Evans, one thing you should know, even one invigilator was there sitting in their car, in which some policemen was there. Okay, Evans was also sitting there in the form of invigilator, because he was just having a blanket on his shoulder and he was wearing the artificial beard and just wearing the goggle, okay, and the priest or the clergyman's black front was also wearing. He was totally looking just like a real McLeary, the invigilator. That boy was also sitting with them, but the boy is right now. He was decided to return to the hotel and have an early night. So what he decided? Better we must stay in the same hotel and we can stay here for this night also, in the hope that we will get the Evans. He was the Evans only, but he was in the company of the policemen and he was just telling them, we must stay tonight in the same hotel and tomorrow again we will start our search to find out the Evans where he can be. But he was not in the physical appearance of Evans. He was in the appearance of invigilator Mr. McLeary. Therefore, these employees, these officers, they failed to identify that this is the Evans. A smart new head concealed the wreckage of his closely cropped hair. A smart new head. One thing you should know on the previous page, that while like Evans, he was wearing the bobbled hat. Okay, so this kind of hat is still wearing, but the hat which he is wearing is still it has a hood that is peeping outside. The hood of his head that is coming outside was almost covering his eyes and some part of his face. Okay. Then a smart new hat concealed the wreckage. Wreckage means ruin of his closely cropped hair. His hair, you should know, he was not the real McLeary. He was his friend only in the role of his that is Stuart McLeary, whose hair that had been chopped from very closely. Even the skin of his head is still peeping out. Such kind of short hair he was having, and he wanted to hide it. He had just wearing such kind of new hat. And he kept it on. He wore it as he walked up to the reception desk of the Golden Lion. What is Golden Lion? That is the name of the hotel. Okay, Golden Lion is the name of a hotel. So he came there. He reached at the Golden Lion Hotel. It would take a good while for his hair to regain its former glories. Why do you have hair on our head? Why do we have hair on our head? So that we can look nice, we can look very handsome, we can look beautiful. That is the purpose. But the hair that was closely cropped, it will take some time to grow it longer. When it's growing longer, again the charm, the splendor, the beauty of his head, that will be regained by him. But what the hell did that matter? What the hellish thing that did there? He was out again. The boy was out of the prison, wasn't he? A bit of bad luck that when Jackson had pinched his seizures. Pinched here means stolen. One thing you know, Mr. Jackson, the senior jail officer, he was appointed by the governor of H.M. Prison, Oxford, means the 2 days before his examination was about to start. At evening time, better search the cell in which the Evans lived thoroughly so that any kind of weapon like knife, any metallic items cannot left over there. Okay, so Jackson had already pinched or stolen his seizures. Means that while like Evans, he had a seizures for cutting hair in his cell, but that seizures it had already been stolen by that Jackson, the senior jail officer, because the next day it was his examination. For it means because it had been a long and tricky operation with his only razor blade the previous night. But he had had his good luck too. Just think if Jackson had made him take his bobble hat off, few means really, that really had been a close call. Still, old Jackson was not such a bad fellow. Here, who made the close call? This call is also, the close call is also made by one of his close friend. Okay, means many friends were there. They were playing of the role of the jail authorities. Jail implies in different dresses, different attires. Okay, and this was the reason that the jail authorities, they were unable to identify who is the real one. And because of that, because of this thing, that boy like Evans, he wanted to escape out of the prison and finally escaped. One of the worst things, really funny thing, had been the beard. The artificial beard he was just wearing on his cheeks. It was the funny thing. It was his beard only. And he had always been allergic. Allergic here means that causes allergy. Okay, so the beard that had a glue in it had a sticky stuff in it, maybe Fevikwik, maybe other items. So when he used to use this kind of artificial beard, So because of that, he was just getting some kind of allergy on in the skin of his cheeks. To sticking plaster, and even now this chin was irritatingly or inflaming sore. Sore means painful, and because of that the chin continuous stick or plaster of that artificial beard means it had become very painful. It was very soring, and it became red in color because he could use it. He could use this artificial beard, but he could not use it for longer. And right now you know the detailed incident about the boy, that he is just running away and changing every time different places where these kind of people they are chasing him. The receptionist of that hotel. Okay, which hotel? Golden, yes, Lowen Hotel. The receptionist of that hotel was not the same girl who had booked him in. First, when that boy like he once went for booking a room in that hotel, okay, that time one girl was there. She discussed with him. She had already just told the prices of booking for the room. But when this time he is going there once again, that receptionist, the girl was not there in that hotel. This time another girl is there. But the change was definitely for the better. But one thing you should know, what the changes is going on in the life of someone. These kind of changes that happens for our betterment. Okay. As he collected his key, as the boy like Evans collected the key from that golden hotel, he gave her his best smile. That boy like Evans looked at the girl receptionist and he smiled at her very gently. He told the receptionist, he told the girl that he would not be bothering with breakfast. What the breakfast you are just serving him, that does not give me trouble. Even that is nice to me. And then ordered the Daily Express, and then later on after the breakfast, that boy like Evans, he ordered the receptionist, better I want the newspaper. Okay, he wanted to read it. The name of that newspaper is Daily Express. He wanted the Daily Express to read there and ask for why this he wanted that newspaper, because he wanted to see the incident or the steps taken by that boy like Evans, as Evans the Break had already escaped from the prison, HM prison Oxford, has already been published in the newspaper or not, he wanted to see. And then asked for an early morning call, that got up at 6:45 am, and then he is telling that I will be get up early in the morning at 6:45 am. Tomorrow was going to be another busy day. Why? He is telling that tomorrow, first day it was the busiest day for him. Again tomorrow he is getting up at 6:45 am in the morning. That day will also be the busiest day for him. Why? Because this policeman, the authorities, they will try to find out the Evans, and he will try to just run away here and there, just throwing the dust powder into the eyes of the jail authority. He whistled softly to himself as he walked up the broad stairs. As the boy like Evans, he was just climbing at the broad stairs on the roof of the hotel. Okay, at the same time he just produced some sound. He had sort of liked the idea of being dressed up as a minister, dark color and everything. Right now, he had at least the idea that what the dark color he was wearing, that was the part of the apparel of the priest, apparel of the clergyman, and he was wearing the black front over him. Definitely, he is just going to set up in the same dress. And everything. Yes, it had been a jolly good idea for McLeary to wear two black fronts. Even one black front he was wearing, and right now one more he is wearing. It's a funny thing to wear two front blacks, two collars. Everything is double, two front and two collars. But that top collar which he was wearing, few means oof, that is a hatful word. Few oof. It had kept on slipping off the back stud. Back stud means double-headed button. button of the shirt that has double headed. Okay, two heads are there. Such kind of double headed button is there. So that is sleeping. And there had been that one panicky means nervous moment when McLeary had only just got his hand up to his neck in time to stop the collars springing apart before Stephens. Right now, this is the time when that boy like Evans in the apparel, in the attire of the invigilator like Stuart McLeary, his hand that is reaching up to the clerical collar, up to the collar of the wrist which he was wearing. Okay. And the same thing happened before the jail officer, that was Mr. Jackson. And then Stephens, they had got that little problem worked out all right, though a pain stuck in the mouth whenever the evil eye had appeared at the peephole. So one thing in the door, one peephole was there, one small hole was there to look through by Stephens, the jail officer. Okay. Right now, whenever any employee, any authority that was just trying to look through the peephole, only they could see the pen which was between the teeth of that boy when he was sitting for the examination. It means he was trying to get some ideas from someone, but ideas were not coming. His mind was totally empty. He had no knowledge about that O-level German language. And then appeared at the people easy, but all that fiddling, this kind of very rough moment, the moment which is not apt for you, unfavorable moment. Okay, but all that fiddling about under the blanket with the black front at the stud at the back of the collar, that had been far more difficult than they had ever bargained for. Bargained here means anticipated. Even that boy, he was just wearing the stud collar, clerical collar, as well as next to public space, clerical collar, as well as he was wearing the two black front also. Okay, at the same time they were looking at him. Everything else had gone beautifully and smoothly, though in the car he had found everything they had promised him. One thing you should know, that McLeary, he was going in the company of the jail authority. He is going in the same car in which the policemen were sitting to find out that why like he wants. Okay, so they promised Mr. Stuart McLeary that we will provide you everything in the car. And like what they promised him to give like soap and water for cleaning and clothes to wear, the map, yes, the map of course, the ordnance survey map of Oxfordshire. Oxfordshire is also name of the place. And then he had got some good friends and some very clever friends. Christ, because of that, the boy finally was reaching at the point to get success from the eye of the policeman as well as Police Inspector Mr. Bell and Detective Mr. Carter. So what steps they are taking, we will continue in the next video. That will be the 7th video. Thank you very much. Camera.